Give Sean Marsh a big hand, go on. Sean's from our sixth form college man, Luton. Hello, I'm Sean from Luton Sixth Form. It's my first time addressing a strike rally. I was going to apologise first of all to any parents or children because there's some choice language in the speech I prepared because I'm angry, as we all should be angry. This is my time taking action, and well done all for being here and for taking action as well. It's by taking this action that we have forced the government's hand, and they've made a pathetic offer, and it was truly pathetic. So well done to all of you for overwhelmingly voting to reject it. But as pathetic as that offer was, it didn't even consider sixth forms. We weren't included at all in that offer. But we would have voted overwhelmingly to reject it as well, and we had members in our workplace coming to us asking, why can't we vote on this? Why can't we reject this? But we have forced the government's offer once, and we will force them to offer a better offer. We will force them again. And we've successfully in the sixth forms reballoted, so we'll be taking action with you moving forward, and our mandate now lasts into the winter term as well, and hopefully we'll see people in the massive demonstration at the Tory conference in Manchester. But the fight will take the hard work of reps and members having conversations in schools with people who may be wavering. Because we can see, we've seen it today, we've seen it with Year 13 teachers in particular, people have gone in with some dispensation, but we're going to have those conversations as we've had them in the past to increase the momentum in this dispute. And we aren't alone, and we can see that we're not alone in this, with ASCL and the NEHT voting for balloting for the first time to take action. Because education has been suffering under the Tory austerity agenda since 2010. And we can see that pay has declined by, I think it's 15% in real terms since 2010. And we, educators, didn't cause the 2008 financial crisis, and we didn't cause the more recent crises either. But just as we didn't cause that crisis, nor did posties, lecturers, civil servants, doctors or nurses who have all been suffering in the current cost of living crisis. So we need to coordinate action where possible with our brothers and sisters in the CWU, the UCU, the PCS, the PMA and the RCN, who like us have recently rejected an offer, and hopefully we'll see them in London. Hopefully you'll be with me when we see them on Tuesday. And we can see that the working class can win. Just in Luton, we've seen with Unite numerous wins at the airport, and the buses, where there was a massive picket outside the bus depot with NEU members and raucous support from the public. Nationally, we've seen barristers win 15% from the government. And that proves that the money is there for double-digit pay awards in public services. Britain's the 6th richest country in the world, yet people, our students, support staff and teachers included, are relying on food banks. And that doesn't happen in other countries in Europe. So the money is there, but what are they doing with it? Well, people like Andrew Sellis, or Andrew Selloff as I call him, who I'm told's office is nearby, so I hope you can hear me. They prefer the money would go to their mates like Baroness Moan, Matt Hancock's pub landlord, or any other fox-hunting bastard with a handout who wants a dodgy PPE contract. That they are more than happy to turn a blind eye to. Over £1 billion written off by Lord Agnew on PPE contracts. Just imagine what £1 billion could do in education. Maybe then, brothers and sisters, maybe, teachers wouldn't have to be buying their own glue sticks. So we know that the money is there, and that's why we demand decent pay and funding, not just for us, but for a better future for the next generation. Because just as we didn't cause those crises, neither did they, and they shouldn't be forced to pay for it. But going back to Andrew Selloff, while all this was going on, what was he doing? He had a little meeting down the road, cozying up to the far right to demonise refugees and asylum seekers. And I say cozying up, and he was either knowingly cozying up or unknowingly cozying up by hosting the meeting, because you can tell what kind of people are going to turn up to a meeting which is around local concerns around refugees and asylum seekers. And if he was unknowingly cozying up, if that's what the Tories are doing, they're unknowingly empowering the far right, then frankly, they're too incompetent, irresponsible and stupid to be in office. And we know that just as we didn't cause the crises, neither did asylum seekers, refugees or migrants. It's classic tactics of the ruling class, the age-old tactic of divide and rule. It's distraction politics and it will not work. So the working class will boot this rotten, feckless, sleaze-ridden Tory government out of office and send people like Selloff packing. And Labour have got a choice to make. They're either with the workers or they're against us. It's piss or get off the pot time. As Mick Lynch said, the working class is back. And if Labour choose to stand with the bosses, the bankers and the Borises, who choose to spaff money up the wall rather than properly fund our public services, we need to be there as a movement to hold their feet to the flames as well. Because the fight for fully funded public services is too important to be left to here today, gone tomorrow, career politicians who say one thing when it's election time and do another once they're in office. And that's why your upcoming reballot is so important. It's why the conversations that happen in the workplace with members are so important. It's why we can't lose momentum. It's why we need to be prepared to take further action if necessary. And it's why we need to stand shoulder to shoulder in solidarity with others in the union movement and be ready to criticise politicians of all stripes who refuse to support the working class. So thank you all for the action you have taken and for the sacrifices that you have made and the action that we will soon to take. And I will leave you with 3 words which are a guiding mantra to me as a trade unionist: educate, coordinate, escalate. Thank you, sir.